It's not really about just working out as hard as you can for 45 minutes to an hour and then calling it a day. You have to stay moving throughout the rest of the day. They actually say that sitting is the new smoking, and that's something that really sticks when you think about it. Movement is so important. At nearly 40, a mom of 3 kids, a busy entrepreneur who is managing multiple businesses, I am in the best shape of my life, and I have it all to thank to the secret sauce in my fitness routine. I've been working out, I've been a trainer, I've been trained for over 18 years, almost 2 decades, and it's wild to me that I'm just now coming into the best body of my life. And if you're new here, I will preface this by saying nutrition is paramount, but if you stack that with dialed in resistance training and proper rest and recovery, you are gonna be so pleased with your results. Hey you guys, Erin here and welcome back, or if it's your first time to our channel, then welcome to EatMoveRest. Believe it or not, I have been working out religiously 6 days a week for the past almost 2 decades. For the past 18 years, I've gone from being a gym rat to a road runner to a studio-holic. I have even trained, I have taught spin classes, bar classes, yoga at retreats. I've done it all, and now I'm here to tell you that I am finally seeing the results that I've been looking for my entire life. 3 children later, as an entrepreneur running multiple businesses, I can say that I am somehow in the best shape of my life, and I owe it all to, first and foremost, my dialed in diet and nutrition, a whole foods plant-based diet, but more importantly, seeing body transformation in the form of body recomp comes into play in the gym. And in our case, it's our makeshift home gym in our garage. So I'm gonna dive into all of that today. If you guys like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. Please make sure and hit that subscribe button and click that bell to turn notifications on. It helps us tremendously and we appreciate it so much. We want you guys to be a part of the EatMoveRest fam because we share so much value and so much fun here on our channel. Also be sure to leave me some love below in the comments and let me know where you're at on your fitness journey and what your goals are, because I would love to help you. We've got lots of fun stuff linked below in the description, so be sure to check it out. We've got a free 7-day health and body transformation guide. We've got our membership. We'd love to have you join. Tons of great supplements and other fun things. So be sure to click below and let's jump right into my weekly fitness routine to give you a snapshot into what I've been doing to finally get the results I've been looking for. So let me take you on my fitness journey first and foremost. So back in high school, I had a 4.0 GPA, top 3% of my class. I was an athlete playing tennis and running cross country. And growing up, I played every single sport under the sun, from basketball to volleyball to swim team to tennis. So I was very, very active and athletic. I was one of those people, I think a lot of us at this age think we're invincible and that we've got a high metabolism and it doesn't matter what we eat, it's going to fall right off of us. That was me growing up until all of a sudden it wasn't me anymore. I found myself all of a sudden finally stepping onto the scale one random day at the college rec after I had not exercised for almost my entire freshman year, and lo and behold, I had gained about 25 pounds, so quite a bit more than the freshman 15, and on top of that, I was experiencing so many disheartening health symptoms. If you want to hear more of that story, you can click below. I share that more in detail and how I overcame all of it. But for today, we're talking mainly fitness. So I decided, okay, I need to be exercising again. And I started with cardio. So it was either the elliptical or running on the track or going for short jogs outside, just trying to burn as many calories as I could, because I was still this weekend warrior who wanted to go out and party hard and try to exercise my hangover away basically Monday through Friday. So that was a very hamster wheel-esque situation that I had gotten myself into, and I experienced a lot of burnout from that. By the time my husband Dusty and I got together towards the end of college, then we started cycling together. He was a very avid cyclist. We were going out and partying together and then trying to sweat it out during the week on our long rides. And around that time, I also started cleaning up my diet, so the weight began to fall off, but I wasn't really seeing those body recomp results where I was building muscle and burning fat simultaneously. I was honestly just always really fatigued and really ravenous. So I joined Beachbody and started doing at-home fitness videos with Shaun T. And don't get me wrong, it was incredible, so much fun. It kept me focused and it gave me something to work towards. This is where I really started to burn out. I was like, okay, if I'm not seeing these body transformation results that I really want, then I'm just gonna have to push harder. So I was still doing long rides and started doing distance running like I had known from high school cross country on top of my Shaun T workouts, which were essentially body weight workouts with a lot of jumping and bouncing around and leaving you really breathless and tired. I experienced true burnout. This was the point where I was at the lowest of lows. I was at my lowest body weight, the weakest I had ever been. Some days I felt like I couldn't even get out of bed. Like my arms felt numb, tingly, weak. I was lethargic. I most definitely had overtrained and experienced major burnout. So I had to give my body a rest and recalibrate for a little bit. And around that time, I actually was asked to join a studio to become an instructor at a local boutique fitness studio that had just opened up. So I said, heck, why not? And I got certified to teach spin classes. I still wasn't willing to let go of my cardio, so the idea of teaching spin classes was super appealing to me. So I did that for a while and then started teaching bar at the same studio. The thing I liked about bar was that it was a lot more gentle, but I was still getting that burn. I switched to yoga and I loved that it was very healthy for my mind and body and spirit. I felt that connection and I had a really fantastic yoga instructor that kind of introduced me to the art of yoga. I still wasn't feeling like I was getting the ultimate results I wanted to see. I knew that I needed to put on a little bit of muscle mass. I'm actually 5'8", but if you include the top knot, I'm about 6 foot tall. Needless to say, I'm long and lean, and I'm not someone who easily bulks up or puts on muscle. I am now doing resistance training, and I'm not getting massive, huge, manly muscles. I still look feminine, but I have a lot more sculpt and definition and tone, and also on top of that, I have been able to burn fat. Muscle burns fat. The two critical things that changed for me were 1, less pounding the pavement and going for super long runs, and shifting more towards resistance training. I always make sure to prioritize 2 things when I'm exercising. Number 1, elevated heart rate, and number 2, am I sweating? Bonus, number 3, when you're lifting your weights, always ask yourself, if you hear that tiny whisper inside saying you could do heavier, lift the heavier weight, then why the heck aren't you doing it? It's gonna be way more beneficial and expedite your results if you can start with the heavier weight that's going to challenge your muscles more. It's gonna create those tiny tears in the muscles and they're gonna build and repair and get stronger. When your muscles grow, you are simultaneously burning fat. And this isn't just during your exercise, this is after exercise. It's also going to boost your metabolism, especially for females. It's important to fuel up pre-workout and in the morning. Fasting is not a great idea. It to me feels like leaving with your tank on empty. What I like to do is just a frozen ripe banana with 1 scoop of protein with a splash of water, blend it. It's super small. I get it down. It fuels me so that I can have a great workout, because if you're underfueled during your workout, you're not going to be able to lift the heavier weights or go the longer distances or length of time. And afterwards, I also make sure to properly refuel. I would say I've kept this rhythm and flow for about the past 6 months, maybe even the past year, and it's been really helping me to see results. I've seen some muscle growth without getting big and bulky like I mentioned, and staying long and lean and flexible without having injuries or nagging aches and pains that have prevented my progress. So eat, move, rest. You gotta do it all, but dialed specifically into the fitness portion now. I have followed so many different programs, done so many different challenges. done tons of guided workouts free on YouTube. You can find them everywhere. I definitely think that's the way to go because it keeps you motivated and it keeps you from having to guess and wonder and try to figure out what you're doing, especially if you're new to fitness. And I'm at the point now where I could easily create my own program, which I totally intend and plan on doing within our EatMoveRest Club membership. That is something that is in the pipeline, in the works. We do have a handful of video guided workouts you can do on YouTube. I encourage you to check those out, again, especially if you are a beginner or if you're crunched for time, because most of those are 20 minutes or less. I work out Monday through Saturday, and Sunday, being that it's the day of rest, is my chosen day to take the day off. And I like to work out in the mornings because it just helps to set the tone for the day. I feel like it also gives you a boost of energy and a little pep in your step for the rest of the day. If I take my time before other people need my time, I think it's important not to give yourself a get out of jail free card. Remember, you guys, I have 3 kids. I think if you really want to see that body recomp happen where you're building muscle and burning fat simultaneously, you gotta get committed in the gym. The main equipment that I am using on a daily basis is our free weights. I also like to use our gym system that we just got from RitFit a few months ago. Our RitFit equipment has seriously helped us to level up our fitness in so many ways and to do it safely. So the machines are really great because I don't have to necessarily have somebody spotting me, and I can lift heavier than my dumbbells allow me to. So we've really been having fun with all of our RitFit equipment. Be sure to check it out below. I've also left a special discount code for you guys as well. If you are just getting started, the best thing you can do is collect some dumbbells. Challenge yourself. Every time you get a little bit stronger, treat yourself to a new pair of dumbbells. I also like to do planks where I'm rowing the weights up to work on my shoulders and my back, and it's also working your core. I also make sure to get in a shoulder press, as well as some curls and some tricep dips or tricep kickbacks, and some push-ups, whether they be from the knees or all the way up. I'll also do some bent over arm raises and then some upright arm raises. And then on Tuesdays, I typically do leg day or lower body, and this is a very intense day. The leg muscle groups are going to leave you the most fatigued because they are the biggest and you have to work the hardest. So I always make sure first and foremost to get in some squats, again, either here on our RitFit machine or just with my free weights, making sure to have proper form. I also love to do lunges, whether they are static lunges where you're just up and down, or step back lunges. My least favorite move is a Bulgarian split squat where you're basically lunging with one foot resting up on a bench. Those will give you the quads of a lifetime. Side lunges, and then also like a plie squat, or sometimes I'll take a Pilates ball and squeeze it between my legs to get the inner thighs, and then I have resistance bands to work the outer thighs and the booty. And then on Wednesdays, I like to work the middle body. So Monday, upper body, Tuesday, lower body, Wednesday, midsection. So we're talking the glutes and the core. First and foremost for the booty is a hip thrust. So we do have a hip thrust setup from RitFit. You can also do bridge ups with weights on your hips, thrusting up from the floor. And I also love to use my resistance bands and do some side walking and forward and backward walking with that to also hit different areas of the booty. For core, I always go back to the plank. I like to lay on my back and do leg lifts and raises, some more Pilates and bar-esque type of workouts. And also remembering my core is working continuously for those other days where I'm doing upper and lower body, especially if you're breathing properly and remembering to keep your core fully engaged, almost like a canister. It's almost like wearing a corset where you're making your ribs cinch together, knitting and cinching everything together with every inhale and exhale can truly help as well, especially then when you're doing twisting types of motions, which comes into play a lot in the HIIT style workouts especially. That can also really target your core. Finally, Thursday. I look forward to Thursdays because, like I said, I do love my cardio days. I don't know if I'll ever not. So it's more relaxing too because you're not having to think so much. You can just kind of let go. So on Thursdays, I typically like to go for about a 30-minute run outside. And the other thing I love about a good jog or run is it gives me time to listen to something motivational, inspiring, to get my mindset right. So whether it's these long cardio days or sometimes on my cardio recoveries after my lifting days, I'll go for just a shorter 10 or 15 minutes. And I love listening to Joe Dispenza. Right now, he has been helping me so much. Fridays are another favorite day of mine. Fridays are fun anyways, so it's also a fun day in the garage. I do a full body lift, usually alternating between legs and arms, and then throwing in a good 5-10 minutes of core at the very end. Typically on Saturdays, it's kind of whatever goes and whatever I have time for. Sometimes I'll do a HIIT style workout where it's a little bit higher paced, a little bit lower weight, another full body-esque kind of day. Sometimes I'll do like a hybrid where I'm doing a Peloton boot camp, so it'll be about 45 minutes alternating between on and off the bike. And sometimes I'll also dabble in a little bar or Pilates with my Peloton instructors. That's pretty much what a week of workouts looks like, working out 6 days a week for 60 minutes, plus doing a walk in the evenings with the fam. Sundays, like I said, are recovery and rest days. I also on these days make sure to prioritize a little bit of extra stretching, maybe some red light therapy. We've got a PEMF mat. We've got different little balls and massage guns and things that we dabble with here and there. And I think just playing up the fact that it's a recovery rest day is really great for the mind and body, and it helps you to show up fresh and excited and ready when Monday comes around for another workout. So I think if you don't have that rest day, it can be more difficult to build muscle and burn fat. Your body can experience burnout. Your brain experiences burnout for sure. So I think a healthy rest day is really important. And like I said, Thursdays are kind of my shorter like cardio jog day where I maybe only exercise for 30 minutes. So that again kind of keeps things fresh for my mind and body as well. Last but not least, mindset. So I shifted my mindset away from punishment and restriction and basically trying to beat myself up, and I shifted my mindset to a place of growth and strength and empowerment. And that's really the final kicker. This kind of came into play after I gave birth to Max, and this desire to strengthen and grow and empower just grew and grew within me with each subsequent child. Also on that note, when you're lifting and working out, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you are doing a glute workout, but you're thinking about your hairdo or you're thinking about your fingernails, it's just not gonna hit the same. If you want ultimate results, you've gotta focus and take your mind to those muscles, make sure they're fully activated, and that's when you're really gonna reap the most benefits. So like I said, a fitness program is in the pipeline. It's happening. This is the year. So be sure to join the EatMoveRest Club, linked down below. We have so many amazing offerings in there already. Most recently, a 14-day sugar detox, which has a daily video and mini homework assignment each day to guide you through, to educate and empower you. You'll also find our entire ebook collection, our amazing, thriving community, both on Facebook and off social media, where you can get to know one another and hold each other accountable. It's currently 75% off, so thriving community, both on Facebook and off social media, where you can get to know one another and hold each other accountable. It's currently 75% off, so click that link below and sign yourself up. Also be sure to check out RitFit, linked below in the description. I've also left a discount code for you guys as well. If you are looking to create your own garage gym or home gym setup, or you just want to work out from home, find a spot to add some of these amazing pieces to your arsenal. They will help you out tremendously. Their equipment is top notch, and not a day goes by that Dusty and I don't get out here, even if it's just for a quick bench press before a bike ride. If you want a full write-up of my weekly workout routine, as well as my favorite way to refuel after a workout, I'd be happy to send you guys the recipe. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, join the EatMoveRest fam, click that bell to turn on your notifications. Leave me some love in the comments below, and let me know if you would like for me to share my recovery smoothie for muscle growth and repair, metabolic boost, and glowing skin, let me know. I'd be happy to share that with you guys soon. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Erin Stanzik and follow Dusty at DBStanzik. You can DM us, ask us your questions. We reply to every single person over there. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and until next time, eat, move, rest, your best. Bye guys.